800,000 Pokédollars an hour. Enough XP candy to get 6 level 100 Pokemon in the hour. More bottle caps, ability badges, ability capsules, vitamins, mints, and every single item you could ever need, ever, can be yours effortlessly and quickly. And all it takes is one slow boy. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon trainers, all I am here to bring you the new current best in-game way to farm every important thing you might need sans Herba Mystica as fast as humanly possible, as easy as humanly possible, and basically get on this while you can for the next few days, unless you choose to keep the Cinderace raid around forever by not connecting to the internet again after first receiving it, which you can do. As long as you don't go online in-game, you will have the Cinderace raid for, well, again, forever until you next do. That aside, then, for those of us that, would like to go online in-game and have only 3 days, this is what's going on. The Cinderace raid, much like the Charizard one, drops a metric truck ton of, well, again, everything but Herba Mystica, and simply spending a couple hours farming it will have you set up for weeks, if not months, to come. But it's easy to say that, it's much harder in practice when it is quite a brutal raid. So not only do we need the perfect counter Pokemon, but we need the strategy to maximize the efficiency here. The perfect counter Pokemon, fortunately, is easy enough. It is Slowbro, and we have a full guide on the channel on how to set him up to dismantle this bunny. Needless to say, yeah, he will just one-shot him on turn 8 every single time you do the raid, which means that including travel time and resetting time between raid to raid to raid, you can do 6 Cinderaces an hour, which, given that you get an average of 150 to 250,000 worth of materials, if you include both sell items and the vitamins, there's more too, but we'll leave it at just them. You get an average of about 15 large and extra large XP candies, and every other raid you're going to get an ability patch on average too, and it just goes on. Even if you don't need ability patches or ability capsules, you can sell them, which is even more money per hour. It's just ridiculous. You can see how well effective this actually is. So, the plan is simple, but the plan has an extra little cherry on top. Or I should say, sandwich on top. Covered in wasabi, marmalade, and horseradish. 6 herb sausages, fresh and gently piled in the middle of the bread. 2 piles of rice, flanked either side, steaming, ready. Strawberries, ripe, juicy, adorn the top. This is not just any sandwich. This is the secret to happiness. Yes, we want to activate Raid Power. What this does, as I'm sure you know by this point, is add extra drops to Tera Raids. They will literally just give you more slots of items randomly rolled on the loot table added to the end. Raid Power 2, which doesn't require any Herba Mystica, will add 3 extra drops every raid. This can be an ability patch, it can be more candy, it can be more sell items, but what it will definitely be in all cases is stuff you care about. So for fighting, what we want is the following: 2 herbed sausages, 2 strawberries, 2 rice, and then seasonings: 2 horseradish, 1 marmalade, and 1 wasabi. What a incredible sandwich. How could anyone behind the designing of this game go and look at, yeah, I think it's about right if players are going to be eating 6 sausages, 6 strawberries, 2 piles of rice, a pile of horseradish, marmalade, and wasabi between 2 slices of bread, because that's something any normal human would eat. You couldn't pay me to eat this sandwich. One day I will stop sandwich ranting, but I just cannot help it. If you're wondering, wait a minute, where the hell do I get horseradish and wasabi from? There is a, let's say, secret food shop in good old Levincia, and you want to head to it to acquire these particular ingredients. I don't know why this is a thing, and they couldn't just be in the other 3 ingredient shops, but hey, that's where you can get hold of them. So now everything's in place. We have the sandwich ingredients, we have the Pokemon prepped. Run up to your 7-star raid, get the picnic out in front, make the sandwich, and it is here that I will give you a tip when it comes to constructing this monstrosity, as I lost a couple strawberries a few times and was getting rather annoyed. Put a pile of rice left and right to create the great walls of rice. Fill the newly created trench with sausages, and then a stack of 2 strawberries, 1 on each rice and 1 on the pile of sausages. Discard the top bread, and this should be a reliable way of actually making this happen without you wanting to pull your hair out. Then we have ourselves lovely Fighting Raid Power 2. Then we start glorious battle against the Cinderace, take him down using the Slowbro strategy that, again, I have a video guide on for you, abusing stored power and his general bulk. It's incredibly effective and by far the safest and most guaranteed way of doing this, much more importantly in the fastest way possible. Beat it, reset your time back by a minute to spawn a new one, run to it, and repeat the process. The thing that makes this so good is, well, compared to Charizard, who you couldn't one-shot. Fluttermane was a fantastic counter and still guaranteed, but it took you many more turns to beat Charizard than it does here to beat Cinderace, which means we can do way more Cinderaces per hour than we ever could Charizard, which makes this 7-star an even more effective way to farm all of the things than the Charizard one, which is why I very much wanted to get this video out to, let you in and encourage you to do this, because although it might appear quite difficult, once we have this setup, this farm path, this sandwich, this Pokemon, it is just a wondrous way to, again, get more than you could ever need of, again, all of the things. Alrighty then, I hope you have found this useful, helpful, and enjoy, well, your spoils of Rabbit War. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.